My name is Thomas Breyer, Pegasus Professor in the School of Public Administration at the University of Central Florida, where I have been for 18 years. In this time, I have served as Director of Centers and Institutes, and I've conducted research and written multiple books and articles about how to embed community in the work we do within higher education. My most recent book specifically addresses this issue in the context of today's environment: community engagement and solutions for professors and staff working in divisive environments. So let me tell you why you should join me on September 18th and 19th in Heber City for some robust conversation, dialogue, brainstorming, and ultimately finding a pathway to solutions to keep community-engaged work front and center in these divided times in which we find ourselves in today. Why does this work matter? Lots of things that guide our work. We have situations where our speech is threatened, where some of our faculty, staff, and students feel like we cannot openly discuss the ideas that brought us to higher education to begin with. Values such as diversity, equity, inclusion, justice, marginalized communities, these things we feel we can somehow not talk about anymore, at least in the same way that we did. We have a fear that funding might be drying up from federal sources, from state sources, even from local governments for doing the work that we know is important. We know that our institutional leaders are in a very tough situation where they have to decide whether or not to invest in community-engaged work with very uncertain returns. Why should you join me in Heber City? Because as a nation and as a higher education sector, we are in this together. We have to develop solutions together to keep community-engaged work not only front and center, but to see community-engaged work as a critical part of the solution to repairing the distrust that exists between higher education and communities, and to ensure that we are part of societal response to the tearing of our civic fabric that is occurring in communities around this nation, including in Utah. So join me on September 18th and 19th in Heber City. I really look forward to seeing you there.